Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. I have gotten so much love from Gracie's video that I posted a few months ago, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. I'm not able to comment back to everybody. I'm trying, but there's just so much love, and we are so grateful for that. But today, I decided that since Gracie is supposed to be 6 months old 2 days ago, I wanted to do something a little special for me. I wanted to show you guys some of her things that she wore or that she had that we are cherishing forever, and I am putting it in a tote for now. I am not taking it to the basement or anything like that yet. I'm not really ready for that, but today I am just going through some stuff. I did go through her other clothes that she never got to wear or that were way too big for her when she was born, and got rid of some of those, but the stuff that was very special to us and important we kept. So I am just going to start. So the first thing is this box that we got. This is what we brought home the day that she passed. I'm not going to share everything on the inside of this. It's really special. But I will try and show you. Like, there are her footprints. It's hard to see, but there were her tiny footprints. And they gave us a bear that had, or that they put her name on. And it's just really special to keep. Yeah, this is just a little lock of her hair. She has red hair just like her mom. This special thing, it's so tiny. So if you ever had a baby in the NICU, you know that they have the tiniest blood pressure cuffs. This isn't the tiniest, but this is one of the ones that we got to bring home. This was her last blood pressure cuff that she had. And it's so tiny. It went around her tiny arm and her leg sometimes. But yeah, it's just so tiny. So we kept that. And in here I also kept some of the ultrasound pictures that I have, or that I got whenever I was pregnant with her. Here's one whenever I was 21 weeks of her little face. And these are just so special to keep and to be able to look back on. And yeah, so I have her gender one in here. This is the thing from the gender reveal type thing that we did, but so I just keep that in there because they're just pictures that I want to be able to keep. And here I have, so this was her very first blanket. It's one of the Muslin Swaddles. It's wrinkly because I have it hanging up normally, but this was one of my favorites that she had. I just love the floral on it. The Muslin Swaddles. I want to make a video of like NICU mom essentials because that's where we were her entire life. And it's just really special, but I want to make like an essentials video of things that I wish I already had with us, because we do live about 2 hours away from where she was born. So we didn't have a lot, so we had to bring stuff back and forth and wash it. But if you guys want to see a video like that, I would be happy to make one. I just don't know if a lot of people would be interested in it. But yeah, so the Muslin Swaddles were definitely a favorite of ours that we had for Gracie. And so we keep this box. It has a top that we got from Hobby Lobby that my husband picked out, and it just has Grace on the front. And we keep some of her other special things that she had in the NICU. So like one of her bracelets. I'm not going to show it to you really up close, but like here's the back of it. It just had like her information on it, and we had 2 of those. So here's like a tiny one and then a little bigger one whenever she started gaining more weight. This was, I can show you this one up close because it's kind of disappeared now. But this was her hospital band. Her dad and I had one as well, and they're matching because it just has like the information on it, but they had to cut hers off when she was, I don't even know. It was less than a month old because she was growing so fast. But like that's how tiny it was around her little ankle. It was just so tiny. But we kept that. This was one of her bows. I love the big bows, so of course I had to dress her up in bows. So this is just a little bow that was around her head, and then a pink one that matched other outfits that she had that we put on her. And then this was the one that she wore after she passed. It's just like the tiniest little bow, and it's just really cute. So I have that in the Grace box that we keep that in. And then I have this on a hanger because I normally have it hanging up in her bedroom, but it just says happy, and it is the tiniest onesie. It's a preemie, it's so tiny, but she fitted it perfectly. Yeah, she always fit in preemie clothes, or the preemie clothes drowned her. But either way, she was adorable in them. Some more blankets. This is like a jersey type material swaddle that we used. So we used like actual swaddles, like the Swaddle Me Swaddles, but I preferred like the actual blankets that we actually swaddled them in, mainly because the nurses know how to swaddle the baby very well. But Gracie loved having her hands like out, touching her face, taking her nasal cannula off, of course, but yeah. So here is another blanket. We liked this one because it was really soft on the inside, and it was really soft for her to lay on. I'm not sure where this one's from. Probably, maybe Walmart? I don't know. Here's one of the Swaddle Me Swaddles that we used. These are really convenient and easy to put on, but like I said, I preferred like the actual blankets that we had on her. But we had those on her as well. Here's another muslin swaddle that we had. I didn't like this one as much. I really like the floral patterns, but she used this one a lot as well, so it's just in her pile of her blankets. So I'm gonna put those in the tote. This was crocheted by somebody that donated to the NICU. We don't know who they were, they just bring them, and yeah. So we were given this one after Gracie passed, and it just has tiny bows on it. And purple was Gracie's color. It looked so great on her, so this was really sweet. And it's a very nice thing that people do, donating to the NICU. You don't really think about doing that, but it's a really sweet thing to do, because like I'll cherish this forever. I don't know who made it, but I'm grateful to them. So yeah, that's one of our favorites. And then this was Gracie's favorite. I had to buy a second one. But this was Gracie's Blankie. She loved this Blankie. She always was snuggling up with it, and at one point they had to like just leave her in her diaper rather than putting clothes on her, because she was getting really hot with this, one, and also because they were watching her breathing. But this made her really hot, but she loved cuddling with it because of how soft and cuddly it is. Yeah, so this was her favorite Blankie that she had. So we have 2 of them now, but yeah, the other one I have in the crib for now, with a little bear that she had and her urn. So I have it like all wrapped up together. So yeah, so this drawer I have filled with clothes that she wore. Like I said, I went through the other ones, so the other clothes I have up here that she never got to wear, but I am just leaving them there for now. But, so this was one of her outfits that her nanny got her. It's my mom. And it is just the cutest little onesie. It is so tiny, like look how tiny it was. It fit her, I would say so well. It fit her once she was like a month old, better than whenever she was first born, because she was born at a little over 2 pounds. So this swallowed her for a while, but she grew into it, and she was almost out of newborn clothes, or out of preemie clothes and into newborn clothes. This one she never actually got to wear because of how big it was. It's just a newborn, but it was way too big for her. And it says, "My only sunshine." My mom got me this, and she got me a matching shirt that said, "You are my sunshine." And this one that says, "My only sunshine." So I did take a picture of her with it when she was almost a month old, I would say, but she was way too small to fit in it, so. But it is a special onesie that I had. It's hard to talk without like stuttering, so please forgive me for that. But so a lot of the clothes, not a lot of them, some of the clothes came from the NICU, so they have some clothes to choose from, like this 3-month shirt they put on her Froggy. If you're a NICU mom and you know what a Froggy is, but it soothed her so much. It's like a little microfoam pillow, maybe? I think that's the best way to describe it. And then it like formed to her body, so she like was cuddling something. But they put this over it to like have something soft rather than just like the actual frog thing. Here is another one. This one's also preemie. I'm pretty sure they're all preemie unless it's like a tiny newborn one. Yeah, but I love this onesie too. She wore mostly onesies, and sometimes I snuck her into a 2-piece set if I could. It was hard because of all like the wires that were on her and trying to like not get them all tangled, but I thought this one was really cute. And it was easy to access her diaper without having to move all the cords. So this one says, "I love bear hugs from Daddy." My husband loved all of the onesies or the shirts or whatever that said anything about Daddy. So this was just a onesie that she wore. Sometimes she wore onesies and was just swaddled up. She was swaddled up most of the time unless she was actually in the, it's testing me, like the incubator, not the incubator, but the bed that they were in that was enclosed that kept them warm for a while, until they could keep their own body heat, which Gracie did it within like, I want to say a week or so. She was keeping her own body heat, so she was wearing clothes from then on. So she spent a lot of time in the clothes, but a lot of times it was just a onesie and a blankie and her swaddled up. So this one is it's like a nightgown type thing that doesn't close at the bottom. But my husband and I got this for Gracie when we found out she was a girl. The same day that we found out, to tell everybody. And it just says "love you" on it, and it had a little hat, but the hat was way too small for her head. I don't know if I have it here. Oh, yeah, I do. a matching hat, but this one was too small for her head, so she never actually wore it. She wore just like the bow on her head or nothing. Here's another onesie. Like I said, I like floral, so we had this onesie, and sometimes I put pants on her because she looked really cute in them, but so like I matched those together. We had mittens because they, NICU babies, I don't know if it's all of them or if it's just Gracie, but she liked to pull out her nasal cannula or her feeding tube. She would always pull that out. The one day she pulled it out, I think it was 3 or 4 times. So she had to keep having it put back in, and from what the nurses say, it tickles. But we tried giving her like the little mittens, but it never worked because she still figured out how to do it anyway. But she was too cute to be mad at, so the nurses couldn't be mad at her. This was her very first piece of clothing that she wore ever. This was from the NICU, one of the nights that we left, and the morning that we came back, she was wearing this for the first time. And it's really cute. It's just a shirt and it has little heart pockets. And she was just wearing this in her diaper, and it was the cutest thing because she was keeping her body temperature exactly like we wanted her to do. So yeah, this was her very first outfit. This is just another onesie. This one's nothing special, but she wore it. Let's see. This was one of her hats. It's like one of the ones that the hospital gives you whenever babies are born. She wore this one maybe once or twice. We have a second one that my husband has in his nightstand that he keeps there. But this one says Mommy's Little Peanut, and I got a picture with her when she was wearing it. She wasn't having it. She wasn't always the happiest baby. She got worked up a little bit whenever she was messed with. She didn't like it, but you can tell if you watch the video of Gracie. I believe that picture is in there. But she's still adorable, even whenever she was mad. My mom got her this onesie, and it just says early bird, and it went perfectly because of her coming early. The nurses really liked that one. This one is just little elephants and birds. This one is really complicated to button up though. We could never find all of the buttons the first time. This one was so adorable on her, the little cherries. And it was really convenient because the zipper is down at the bottom, so you zipper from the top to the bottom. So whenever they have the cords and everything, they can just like slide out right there, so they aren't going up through her and bothering her. This is just another one of the Swaddle Me Swaddles that she had. This one is really cute. It says Perfect Little Princess with a little bow. This was her first ever blanket that she had. So this one, again, if your baby was ever in the NICU, you know that they put like blankets over top of the, I'm never gonna remember the name of it, but of her isolette. That's what it's called. They put a blanket over the isolette to like keep it dark, like mimicking the inside of mom's belly. But this was her very first one that she ever had. I don't know if it's homemade or not, but it has little butterflies and flowers on it, and it just was really cute. So we kept this because it was her first one. So we have that. And this was one of my favorite outfits that she had. So it came with like a little shirt, and it's just pink with white polka dots. and the matching pants with a little like bear on the feet and a matching hat. So that was one of my favorite outfits that she had. I think that I have a few other things, but she didn't really, I don't know if she wore these. I don't think she did. This one she did. Happy girl with the little sleeves. It was really cute. And we put black pants on her. I'm not sure where they are. And this was her very last dress that she had and that she wore. And it is just all white and it was super pretty, and yeah, so that's her very last dress. Let's see. I have these. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of these because we have quite a bit of them. But these were her things from her funeral with her picture and my favorite outfit. But I have a few of these that I use for like my bookmark, so I have it, and yeah. But I think that is it. Let's see. No, it's not. Okay. So I answered a comment on my video of Gracie about somebody who was making hats for the NICU babies, and I commented about this one. This was Gracie's first hat ever, and it was one that was donated to the NICU, and it was just super special to us because of how, I don't know, I like the color white and it just looks really cute on Gracie. I have a few pictures that are in that video if you want to watch it, but this is how tiny she was. Like, look at how big it is. It fits my hand. But yeah, that was really special. And then this hat, I love the pattern of it. It was way too big for her head because it was 0 to 3 months. So one of the nurses, she put tape around it. It's hard to see because it's like the clear tape, but she put tape around it to make it tinier to where it would fit her head perfectly. It still drowned her, but it was still really cute. This one is another crocheted hat. This one is from my husband's aunt, I want to say great aunt, I believe. She made us a bunch of crocheted hats and blankets for Gracie. And there was this little headband. It was really cute. But they were, or at least this hat was too small. Yeah, the hat was too small for Gracie whenever she was born. Here is another bow that she had in her hair. And so they tried putting this little outfit on her when she was first wearing outfits, and it went up to like her belly, and she still had all of her legs. So this was way too small for her. It is for 3 pounds. So she was only a little over 2 pounds whenever she wore this, but it was definitely way too small for her. There were so many outfits. So another thing I would recommend, if you know that your baby's going to be going to the NICU, I would recommend getting like onesies more than anything, and just swaddles, because that's what they're in most of the time. She didn't wear that one. Here are the black pants that she wore though, with the little ruffle on the butt. These are so tiny, but they fit her perfectly, so yeah. And then I'm gonna say that's about it. I saved these from the NICU, so whenever they are first born, I went through recovery and I wasn't able to see her for, she was born at 11:28 p.m. and I didn't get to see her until around 8 a.m. So it was a while, but my husband FaceTimed me while he was in the NICU and showed me her. But if you've had a baby, you know that you start pumping or breastfeeding within like an hour of having your baby to start getting milk to come in. And because she was in the NICU, I couldn't breastfeed, so I was pumping. So they gave me these whenever I first started pumping. So it's this like tiny syringe that you put your milk in. So when I first got my milk in, I could only fill like up to here, and then it just kept growing until I got it into actual bottles. And then we started putting it, okay, and then I started putting my milk into these little containers. I just kept 2 of them just to have them, but yeah, so I had to take my milk from the NICU, or to the NICU after I pumped it for Gracie to have my milk. So at first I used these tiny syringes, and then it got up to using 2 of these bottles. Because if you have pumped before, or you breastfeed or breastfed, you know how much it can change, how much you need room-wise. So yeah, I saved these. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is the diapers. So my husband had me grab one of the micro preemie diapers that she was in from when she was born up until just before she was in preemie diapers maybe like when she was like 20 days old, 15 days old, I would say. So she grew really fast, but she was in these tiny diapers for a while. And for reference, this is a preemie diaper, okay? And this is the micro preemie diaper. So she was in these up until she passed. But I think I have... So this is a newborn diaper. So everybody knows like the size of a newborn diaper. This is a preemie diaper for reference. And then this is a micro preemie diaper. So it's a big difference of how tiny she was. She never got to wear newborn diapers, but she was in preemie for a while and micro preemie. So she was so tiny, but that's just a little reference of how small she was. Okay guys, that is all for the video today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you liked seeing some special pieces of clothing and blankets that Gracie wore and that she had, or what we were given from the NICU after she passed. It's taken me a while to make this video, but because she was supposed to be 6 months old, I wanted to do something special for her, so I wanted to make this video. I know it's a little different because, I don't know, these are all special things that you want to like keep to yourself, but I am just really grateful to all of you guys because all of the love that I have gotten, especially on Gracie's video, all the comments and all the love is just amazing, and I feel like you guys are basically my family because of how sweet you are and how caring you guys are. I'm just so grateful to each and every one of you. I wish I could give you guys a hug because a lot of the comments that I got on Gracie's video just made me tear up and cry or just smile because Gracie, even though she's not here, she is changing lives. So I am happy about that. Oh. But that is all for the video today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.